Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with round 3, the championship round of the 3 vs 3 Grand Arena going on right now. Let me show you guys what my opponent has. This is what he put up top: Jedi Revan, a Bastila team, some Nightsisters, and then an EP team, but it has Dark Side Bastila in it, which is strange because my opponent does have a Darth Revan. Down south, he's got First Order, a Zal team, and then some bounty hunters. So we're going to go that route first because south has more points. Go ahead and take my Imperial troopers in against his bounty hunters. I outspeed them by a lot, so it should be pretty easy. Once you get that first kill, the turn meter train starts going, and then I'll just go ahead and work on Boba, get a kill so the turn meter train keeps going, kill him again, and now just work on Bosk and get him down as fast as I can. But it should be an easy battle for perfect banners. And there he goes. So 54 banners on that. Not too bad at all. I'll take it. We'll jump into the next battle here. I'll take my First Order against his First Order. In a mirror match, you'll usually have the edge against the AI because you know how to play your squad better than the computer does. In this case, I didn't bother to check his mods. I should have. His bounty hunters were so slow, I didn't really check on his First Order, and the fact that he only had the one Zeta on his crew. So, I didn't think his squad was in that great a shape. But it's fine. Like I said, you get the edge when you mirror match because you know your mods. As long as you have decent squads, you know how to play, and the computer will always play pretty stupid. So I was able to take out his Stormtrooper there. That way he doesn't give advantage and call assist with him. Now I'm putting in some work on his Executioner, trying to get his crew down a little bit. We'll keep taking chunks out of his Executioner and use our crew special to stun him. That's where it can get annoying with the 2-turn stun. If you don't anticipate that from the enemy crew, that could turn the tide and, make things not good for you. But got him down to just crew. So now I'm trying to drag the battle out a little bit, but I couldn't take it all the way. So 51 banners for that. Next up, I wanted to try this team. Got my Django lead, Boba, and then Cad Bane. I think I have to work on their mods a little bit, but it's a Zal team, and his Savage doesn't have the Zeta and is a little lower on the gear side. So I didn't figure it would be too tough, but man, Sion on the enemy team is a beast. Like, he can take out a whole 3v3 squad by himself. Looks like once he gets powered up and gets his Held by Hatred off, he can do some serious damage. And so I was hoping with Django lead and the fact that he could put down burning to stop the evasion, and the fact that when he did a kill, it would stop them from reviving, that I should be able to knock this team out pretty easily. But I'm struggling with that. You can see I lost Boba there. I couldn't get Cad Bane to land a stun at all, so that was frustrating. I was hoping to be able to stun Sion and then go to work on him, but it didn't work out that way. And even Django couldn't throw down damage fast enough or hard enough to be able to take out Sion and get that, that killing blow on him. And there's nothing I could do. He keeps powering up and healing himself. Even Django's big hit couldn't get the job done. So that was unfortunate. But I think the team can work. It's just a matter of mods. So once I soup up their mods, make them hit harder, that might be the way to go. So next, I wanted to see, I didn't want to waste an overpowered team. I wanted to see if with just a lone Sion if I could clean up. And I tried Krennic lead, and then I got Tarkin, which he's pretty strong, and then IPD. Figured, maybe I could blow him up. But even Sion just by himself is doing serious chunks of damage to my team. And you can see he's already got his Held by Hatred off. So I go in with IPD anyway, blow him up, but I can't do enough damage. And the thing about Krennic lead is if you can crit on the enemy, you can get ability block. And I couldn't keep ability block on him long enough to stop him from getting the Held by Hatred back again. I thought there would be enough ability blocks, that would stop him. So something that looked good on paper, but didn't translate into the actual game. So enough messing around. I'll just take Kira, Nest, Hermit Yoda. Probably not needed at this point, but go ahead and take them anyway, because I knew I would have them to spare, and knock Sion out this way. So there he goes. Unfortunate that it took that many tries, but done with that team. Now we can open it up and see what's behind there. And fortunate or unfortunate, he's got a bunch of junk back there. I mean, they're geared up, but it's weaker synergy squads. Nothing meta, nothing super hard, which is good and bad, because that means he's got it to use on offense, but at least I don't have to fight against it. So this is what he's got back up top. Now I got to go between this and what he's got down on the back wall down south and budget my squads accordingly so that I can do the most damage and hopefully get a full clear. So here's Nightsisters. This squad is a pain. I'm glad I actually went ahead and tried this squad to make sure that, if it would work. I did EP lead with Vader and Sion, because that's a common team that you'll have left over if you use Traya and Thrawn and Darth Nihilus as a Jedi Revan counter. You don't use Sion, so you have him left over and can throw him in your EP team, because as you just saw, he's pretty strong once he's the last one left. And, even during the fight, they got to send something that's a little bit overpowered to take him out. Right here, what I did the EP where he heals himself and does a little bit of damage to everybody. What I'm trying to do is get Asajj's life down so that she'll die from those dots. Someone pointed out to me, because I'm by no means a Nightsister expert, I don't care for them, that if she dies from the dots and not from you doing damage to her outside of her turn, Zombie won't revive for her. So you can see that she died and Zombie's still there, and Zombie didn't take the hit, so I don't have to worry about killing Asajj a couple more times and getting stuck behind Zombie taunt. Makes the run hella easy. So I was able to kill Acolyte there and kill Acolyte again. Now I just got Zombie and Acolyte left, and that's it. So I got Acolyte down to red barred, but unfortunately she healed and went under stealth. But that doesn't matter at this point. I don't have Asajj healing and doing damage, just Zombie taunt to worry about. So it's just a matter of killing Zombie until I can get the AoE from Sion to get Acolyte out from under stealth. And you can see I used EP's stun to get some hit on Acolyte. But here he goes. Sion's AoE that knocked out Acolyte. There goes Zombie. 51 banners for a troublesome team. Now here's the Jedi Revan team. If y'all have seen other videos of mine or other videos that are out there, you'll know the preferred counter for this team that works really well, even better than Mirror, I think, is Traya lead with Thrawn and Darth Nihilus. what you want to do is go ahead and fracture Yoda because he's the main damage dealer. You want to keep him sidelined so that he can't take out your Traya. It's harder in 5v5, but your Traya can still die in 3v3 if she doesn't have enough protection and health and tenacity. Mine does, so I should be okay there. You want to fracture Yoda as often as possible. In this scenario, I chose to isolate Revan. That way it'll increase his cooldowns and he can't call the mark to call everyone to assist him and do more damage to her. And so now I got Fracture up again. Go ahead and put that on Yoda. You can see it procs Revan's Savior. And they don't actually die from Savior. They just go to 1% and then fully revive. So Fracture will stay on him even though Savior procced. But Thrawn took his turn, so there went Fracture. I got rid of Revan. Don't have to worry about him coming back. At this point, I'll just take Traya's Isolate and throw it on Jolee. Now I can kill Yoda the regular way. I don't have to worry about annihilating him. And Jolee's not going to revive him at all. Once you isolate Jolee, it really puts him on the sideline. Sometimes I like to do that straight away. But in this scenario, I wanted to do it to sideline Revan first, and then you'll always get it to come back around and do Jolee later. So, did that. Now it's all about just trying to top up protection and heal. That's why I chose not to annihilate Jolee. I'm just just doing little bits of damage, trying to get that protection up and trying to let Thrawns come back around, so that I can make sure to top everyone up, as good as I can. Squeeze out the extra banners when you have a chance, because you don't know how those will come into play later. So everybody's topped up. Annihilate him, 54 banners. I'm good with it. That's anytime you can get 54 banners on a team like that, you're doing good. So, hey, I'll take it. Let me show you what the next fight's going to be. We'll bounce back and forth a little bit. Kill that team. So he's got the EP team with Darkside Bastilla left. And then he's got his Bastilla with Ezra and Juhani there. Go ahead and take CLS in against that EP team, because the Darkside Bastilla is pretty good. Once she gets the debuffs going with fear and shock and whatnot, and all those debuffs come up, you're going to be hurting. So you want to go kind of balls out after her as much as you can. I was surprised that he put her under EP. It does make it difficult. It does make you have to burn a pretty good squad. But then that weakens his Darth Revan to come after mine. I don't know if he thought I was going to keep mine, but mine's on defense. And he's going to have a heck of a time trying to take it out, even with his Malik, with just maybe Darth Revan HK and Malik. And you can see CLS made quick work of that team. Not quite perfect, but 53 banners. I'll take it. This is what his map looks like. He's got those weaker squads down south. We'll start knocking some of those out now that I've just got one squad up top. Kind of deciding what I want to use and where I want to put what. So I'll go ahead and use my Bastilla team against his Karth team. Normally you do this when they have like Mission and Zalbar, because it's really good against the dot teams. They don't land the dots because of the extra tenacity you get, and you also have the extra protection to help you max the banners and helps with survivability. Here, I don't really have to worry about it because it was, kind of weak, and he doesn't have that Mission Zalbar combo. I just had to worry about really like T3, but, it doesn't have a lot of punch and power. But I got a decent amount of tricks left up my sleeve. So this Bastilla squad does fine because you can call the assists. You can stun, you can, clear out the buffs if you need to. It's not an issue. So I was able to get this one taken care of and go max banners, 54 banners. Good enough. I got 3 more squads down here and still the one up top. He's got a Grievous team, but no Zetas. He's got some decent Ewoks. And then he's got, I think it's Phoenix up there up top. So I'm just deciding at this point, what do I want to use on what team? And he's still got that Bastille squad up there. So let's go ahead and take that out and see what ships he has in back. I'll go ahead, since I have it left, I'll use my Revan team. Jedi Revan's easily going to own Bastilla. And he's got Juhani there, which isn't really going to help him. Ezra's okay, but Ezra's not going to do as much damage as my Grandmaster Yoda's going to do. And the fact that I have Jolie to help give protection up and call assists and bring him back if necessary means I'm in no danger of losing this match at all. So if you've got overpowered squads left and you see what your opponent's got waiting in store in the back, go ahead and use them. I mean, you don't get points for characters left on the bench. There's no sense finishing your match and having a lot of firepower left. Use what you got and get the job done, and do it as efficiently as you can, because it sets the bar high and makes it harder for your opponent to catch up. So that's all I'm doing here, just making sure I got my protection topped up, trying to do damage, keep her stunned where she can't hit me, and take off, a little bit of protection here or there. Otherwise, you could just flip it on auto and it would be game over. There that goes. 53 banners. Okay, lost one, but good enough. Take that. And that will finish off that zone. So we'll back out to the main map, and I'll show you what he put down for his ships. So he's got a Thrawn fleet. He did put Houndstooth in there. I'm not going to show that whole battle because it's stupid. It's ships. You know what wins in ships. Millennium Falcon. If you don't have that, you might be in trouble. But if you have that, you'll be able to get the job done. I was able to pull 59 banners from using my arena fleet against the ships that he had left. He'll probably do the same to me if he gets that far. My opponent had done some damage. You can see the score. He's at up to 1107, and you start at 1002. So he's killed off a couple squads, but he did struggle on one squad in my north zone and my Darth Revan squad, which I put south to guard the rest of the squad zones. So while he's doing that, I'll work on clearing his board so that he knows just how high of a bar he's got to reach. I know I messed up a couple times in front, but he's messed up too, so good enough. I didn't figure once I saw that Bastilla on defense that he would get through my Darth Revan squad anyway. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, though, I got Rex Wampa in against his Ewoks. Got K2 in for the third. He's a nice solid tank to have. The fact that he can kind of auto taunt and get his taunt back on his own just guards Wampa so that Wampa can get a couple power-ups in. And once Wampa gets those power-ups in, then he can one-shot the Ewoks. You just want to make him last long enough that he can do that. I hate sending in just Rex and Wampa, or like when people send in just Wampa. I think that's stupid. There's no reason to not throw just a throwaway tank or something in there that's going to help you last that much longer. And the fact that K2 is taking all those hits means that Rex isn't taking all those hits. Y'all know how squishy Rex is. Rex will die easily. So instead, K2's taking all the hits while Wampa powers up, and boom, he's got enough to do the damage. Got 50 banners off that, was able to keep K2 still alive. So, good enough. Here's his Grievous team. Since he doesn't have the Zetas on it, you don't have to burn like CLS as a super strong team. So I got my JTR and then my own droids, the BB-8, and then I went ahead and put in R2. Figured some stuns would help control, and mainly stuns. I don't really use smokescreen, but R2 is nice to get the burning out so that can help with turn meter early on. I like to do that first thing and maybe get some extra turn meter going. And then the stuns help, and he's able to assist and knock out the side droids. Now it's just Grievous. Grievous is gone. 52 banners there. Into the next one, he's got his Phoenix. And so for that, I went ahead and used Admiral Ackbar, Leia, and then C-3PO. I'm sure you guys have seen this comp by now. It's kind of a popular one for 3v3 because Leia can just go over and over again, and then each hit she's going to be landing exposes and doing extra damage that way. I haven't modded my Leia up how she should be. I should be putting more offense and more crit damage on her, you know, so that she can hit really, really hard. But my mods are spread thin elsewhere at the moment. But you can see that she's putting in work. What you want to do is go ahead and keep her stealth as long as you can. That way she's safe. Admiral Ackbar is taking the hits right now, and he can help clear the debuffs and help heal a little bit with his abilities while she gets going and does her thing. And then you got C-3PO to help call in extra attacks too. So that definitely, it works out. It's a good cleanup team and a good lower level team, as long as you can know what to do and keep your Leia hidden. So that's it. Cleared that section. That's his board. Like I said, he's struggled already in both of my front zones. I really don't think he's got anything left. We've got, I think, 2 more hours until the round is over, and he hasn't made a move other than the failures that he already has. I did the math, and not counting undermanning any squads, he's got like 11 banners leeway, and he still has to clear my Darth Revan and Malik team and my other good teams up in my north zone. So he's going to struggle with that. I'm sure I'm going to take this one to victory, and this is the championships. I'm going to grab first place. Too bad it's not Zetas, but hey, I can use the Omegas. We'll see you guys next time around. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.